Perfect mix of pressure and having fun. Coco Gauff and Taylor Fritz set sights on back-to-back United Cup titles. The USA won the first edition of the tournament in 2023, with Jessica Pegula paired with Fritz. They repeated as champions in 2025, this time with Gauff as the American leader, winning all 5 of her singles matches throughout the tournament and playing a key role in the USA's triumph, especially her straight sets victory over Iga Swiatek in the final. Fritz, on his side, recovered from an early loss to Felix Auger-Aliassime in the tournament's first day and then won 4 consecutive matches, including victories over Borna Coric, Tomas Makak, and Hubert Hurkacz along the way. "I think it plays to the strengths of our country," Fritz said at a press conference in Perth. "I think we have such amazing women's players. Coco's first year was just last year, and obviously we won it beforehand as well. The first year we had it with the top 2 men and top 2 women. I think that favors our country even more in that kind of format. It's great to just feel like we have such a strong team all throughout. For me personally, I've always felt like I play a lot better in the team competitions." USA enters as top favorites for second consecutive year. For the second consecutive year, the Americans enter as favorites, being the only team with 2 top 10 players in their lineup, just as in 2025. Last year, Fritz was world number 4 and Gauff number 3, while this year Fritz has dropped to number 6. With Gauff remaining at number 3. In the 2024 final, the Americans defeated Poland, who were playing their second consecutive final with a near-unbeatable duo in Swiatek and Hurkacz, relying on the experience of 3 consecutive editions together. However, the Americans prevailed with consecutive wins from Gauff and Fritz, the latter winning in a third-set tiebreak. "It was a really cool moment to clinch that with the occasion as well in a third-set tiebreaker, and for the United Cup," Fritz recalled regarding the nearly 3-hour match against Hurkacz. "I think winning in the team events is always more fun because you have the whole team to kind of celebrate with afterwards." Gauff also recalled how her first year in the competition helped her gain confidence in what turned out to be a great year, winning her second Grand Slam title at the French Open and finishing in the top 3 for the 3rd consecutive year. "Coming off preseason and being able to start the year in a team environment, it's like the perfect mix of pressure and having fun," Gauff said. "Last year I remember being super nervous because I didn't want to let anyone down, but I was able to come out of that and do pretty well. I'm hoping to be able to do the same." Debut matchup against Argentina. The Americans will debut this Sunday against Argentina, who come off a decisive 3-0 victory over Spain. Fritz will open the first match against former world number 18 Sebastián Baez, number 43, leading the team in the absence of Francisco Cerundolo. In the second match, Gauff will face 21-year-old Solana Sierra, number 66. In mixed doubles, Fritz and Gauff are expected to pair again to take on Argentina's specialists Maria Lourdes Carl and Guido Andriazzi, as they look to assert dominance in the opening tie of the 2026 season. Pressure in sport is often described as a weight, heavy, invisible, and sometimes unbearable. Yet for Coco Gauff and Taylor Fritz, pressure has become something else entirely. A rhythm to move with, a spark that sharpens focus, and surprisingly, a source of fun. As they set their sights on back-to-back United Cup titles, the 2 American stars embody a rare balance. One where expectation does not crush joy, but instead coexists with it. The United Cup itself is a symbol of modern tennis. Mixed gender, team-based, and charged with national pride, it blends the individual intensity of tennis with the collective energy of a team sport. For players used to standing alone on court, it offers something different. Shared responsibility. Wins are celebrated together. Losses are absorbed collectively. In this environment, Gauff and Fritz have found not only success but freedom. Coco Gauff represents the future of tennis, yet she already carries the aura of the present. Still in her teens, she has grown up under a microscope, hailed as a prodigy long before she could legally drive. With every breakthrough came louder expectations. But what makes Gauff remarkable is not just her athleticism or her resilience, it is her perspective. She approaches pressure not as an enemy, but as proof that she belongs. At the United Cup, Gauff's demeanor tells a story. Between points she smiles. On the bench she laughs with teammates. When the moment demands intensity she delivers it, but she never seems swallowed by the stakes. This is the fun side of the equation, not careless or casual but grounded in enjoyment. For Gauff, fun is not the absence of pressure, it is the confidence to play freely despite it. Taylor Fritz, on the other hand, brings a different energy. Calm, composed, and quietly competitive, he has matured into a leader for American tennis. Once viewed as a talented player searching for consistency, Fritz now carries himself like someone who expects to win. Pressure, for him, has become familiar territory. What makes Fritz stand out in a team competition like the United Cup is his steadiness. When matches tighten and momentum shifts, he does not rush. His game, built on a powerful serve and controlled aggression, mirrors his mindset. Fritz understands that pressure cannot always be avoided, but it can be managed. In a team setting, that control becomes contagious, reassuring teammates and anchoring the group. Together, Gauff and Fritz represent two sides of the same philosophy. Gauff brings youthful exuberance and expressive emotion. Fritz offers balance and stability. Their chemistry is not loud or manufactured, it is organic. They support each other without overshadowing one another, united by a shared goal rather than individual spotlight. The pursuit of back-to-back United Cup titles adds another layer of pressure. Defending champions are no longer chasing, they are being chased. Every opponent brings extra motivation, every match carries heightened scrutiny. Yet this is where the perfect mix truly reveals itself. Pressure sharpens preparation. Knowing what is at stake forces discipline, focus, and accountability. Gauff and Fritz do not shy away from this reality. They train harder, study opponents more closely, and embrace the responsibility of representing their country. Pressure, in this sense, becomes a tool, something that elevates performance rather than diminishes it. Fun, meanwhile, keeps the pressure from becoming suffocating. Team dinners, bench celebrations, inside jokes, and shared victories remind the players why they fell in love with tennis in the first place. Fun restores humanity to a sport that can sometimes feel isolating. For Gauff and Fritz, these moments are not distractions, they are fuel.